What were your parents' generation's thoughts on tattoos? Did you ever hear them talk about it, the older people? And then I would like to talk about your generation. What was your generation's thought on tattoos?
My dad's and mom both thought tattoos were the worst thing in the world. Because it back then, only certain people had tattoos. You had tattoos if you were in the service, and that wasn't a bad tattoo. You know, the guys that put their ship on there or whatever, infantry, whatever the case may be. Uh, you got to understand, we went to the Pike a lot. Pike was in Long Beach, and there was a ton of bikers always at the Pike. And these were the guys that had the sleeves, the tattoo sleeves back in the day. And they were badasses. Okay, they were badasses for real. And whenever the fleet came in, a lot of guys from the Navy would go get tattoos. One of the things they offered at the Pike was tattoo parlors. They had a bunch of them. They had arcades, tattoo parlors, rides, and porno in the back. Okay, that was the Pike. And these guys would get out. We talked about this before. The bikers would get into it with the Navy guys, man, and it would be a riot down there. And most of the guys who was doing the fighting all had tattoos. When you saw them handcuffed, they fought when the MPs finally broke the fight up, and Long Beach PD finally broke the fight up. Most of the guys that were handcuffed had tattoos. Now, the Navy guys didn't have visible tattoos, but when their shirt came off, you could see all these shoulders and stuff. The biker guys, they didn't give a fuck. They had tattoos everywhere, and big ass mustaches.
Handlebar mustaches.
Them village people mustaches,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you made me think of something when you said the Pike. Peep shows. I know LA used to be full of peep shows. Did Alonzo ever attend any peep shows? And if you did, break it down for these kids who don't know what a peep show is.
Man, we didn't do that. We couldn't get to the peep show. We barely got to back then. It was a lot harder to go see some ass, man. It was a lot harder back then. You had to, if you went to the Pike and one of the machines broke down and you slid by, you worked by you was playing another pinball machine and the guy wasn't paying attention, you could slide back there and put some quarters in right quick. Or if he knew you, he would let you go back there and, if it was slow in that particular arcade, you go back there, put a few quarters in and get your eyes full right quick. But I never saw live peep shows. A peep show, that's when the girls be in the actual booth, right?
I'm thinking that, or maybe I'm getting it wrong, but the even theaters where you can go in and watch let's be careful with the term we use, pornographic movie, the one that Pee Wee Herman got caught in.
Back in that day, the X Time 3, we go downtown for $1 and watch them all day long.
Break that down. Yeah, I want to talk about that seedy part of LA.
Down on Los Angeles Street, Broadway, Main Street. Right now, they're still there. They just changed the names, okay? All those theaters, all those clubs that are downtown LA right now were 3 times X shows, okay? And you could catch the bus from LA downtown, had to get a transfer, but you could spend the day in the 3 times X show. And boy, it would be funny because you got guys walking in there in the raincoat was real, okay? The raincoat was real, okay? That really happened, dude. And I never forget one time, me and my girl was hanging out this later on. We went to the Cat Club. They had a P-Cat Club in Inglewood, and we was out hanging out in Inglewood. The P-Cat Club right now is called the Miracle Theater. Okay, it's on Market Street. The Miracle Theater used to be called the P-Cat Club. P-Cat Theater. Okay, and we walked into we were just hanging out, man. My girl, she was down for everything. We walked into this place, man, and sat down for a minute. I looked around. She was the only woman. I think I'm gonna get you up out of here because if I get mad, they might treat you like you a diamond up in this place. Let me get you up out of here. But yeah, man, it was a different time, dude. It was a different time. It was a different time, man. We did so much stuff, and it didn't cost an arm and a leg to do it. And even if you got caught, they just run you off. Hey man, get out of here. Go, go. You know, they knew we were boys just trying to see something we never saw before. And it was never a big issue, but they still tried to adhere to the law. They knew we wasn't supposed to be back there, but if wasn't nobody really looking, and they're gonna spend it, ain't gonna be but a few minutes. Go on, let them get an eyeful, let them make some wishes, and get them up out of here. And it's doing the daytime, doing the downtown. They didn't care. As long as you had your dollar, they didn't care.
Damn.
As long as you had your dollar.
And I'm looking at the Miracle Theater right now. Their beautiful website, Lonzo. You would have never known that 50 years ago that there was this. They were showing PCAT up in there, but it says here's their thing. Located in Inglewood's historic downtown, the Miracle Theater is a cultural event theater that provides a stage for local artists as well as touring acts.
Yeah,
big difference from what they were doing back 50 years ago, huh?
I think I saw Deep Throat down there. I think I saw Deep Throat that, man.
Dang. That just amazes me, man. And then VHS must have been a huge thing, especially to young and good looking out Broken Home podcast and a $6.99. Appreciate that. He says, love these discussions, fam. So much history knowledge between the both of you. Man, I love soaking this stuff in, man. Yeah. But damn, that's a different time, man. Different time, huh?
It was, we didn't have the phones. We had to go outside and play.
All the women look natural.
Huh?
All the women look natural.
Yeah. To sit out, to be forced to stay in the house was a major punishment, man. To be in the house on a summer day, hey, give a damn, it was 100 degrees outside. To be in the house? Dude, come on, man. All we needed was a water hose and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every once in a while. My mom she wouldn't lock us out the house, but you can't be slamming her screen door all day long because you're going to break it. Because the screen doors didn't have no durability whatsoever. And as a kid, you always go to push it with your hand thinking it's open, and you push right through that damn screen. You push right through the screen. Now you got a problem. Flies coming in the house. Y'all gonna let flies in the house. I mean, flies, man, summertime we had flies everywhere. You don't see flies like you used to. You don't see flies like you used to. That was a big pain in the ass doing back in the day. Flies everywhere. Then ice cream man show up, dude. We chased the ice cream man for real. Donut man come by. All you needed was, if you had 15, 20 cents, the ice cream man and the donut man was your buddy, man. It was just a different time, dude.